Hello everybody, welcome briefly back to stage 2. We're going to be doing a Glacial Behemoth video because I said we would. There's been a couple of people who've asked for this as well. We're going to get used to playing a little bit differently as well because the stage 2 version is different, we'll say. We'll go into it as we go though. We do get 4 points, we're just going to learn everything from the very beginning. I need to remember this absolutely convoluted and unneeded perk system that's only created balance issues. Again, probably might go into that, I don't know. We'll have to see where the conversation takes us in this video. But anyway, we're going to do Red Hunger, we're going to do Silver Defense, and just give me traversals as gold. We're against Emmett, Sunny, Abe and Markov. We will get going. First things first, we will explain this monster. This monster has a similar identity crisis as Elder Kraken does, where Elder Kraken is a flying monster that wants to melee. Glacial Behemoth is a tank monster that wants to push enemies away from him. So he's very DOT based as well, similar to his regular brother, but his tongue no longer pulls, it pushes, and it does pincer terrain. He's a slightly less bursty version as well. We're going to go into it briefly at the beginning. If it is your first time seeing Stage 2, you will notice the distinct lack of atmosphere. That's because they decided to turn this into a intergalactic space game show for no particular reason whatsoever. But, you know, it was towards the end of the game's lifespan, unfortunately, and, you know, we were approaching the ugly end. But, you know, it is what it is. I've said before that Legacy was just better in many ways. A big part of it was they caved into a lot of the very simple gamers, you know, who need everything to be very bright and they need, you know, shiny things dangled in front of them to play games. Because, you know, that's why the new format exists, which is what we're going to go into now. So, the format you're seeing, I'm actually doing Legacy at the moment. We don't actually need to do this, we can just run straight in at stage 1 in this version. Because monster HP and armour is buffed massively to be able to fight at stage 1. We obviously don't have as much damage as we would at other stages, but we do need to just play it as we normally do. This can be re-aimed. There are slight quality of life improvements in this version though, I will say that. It's going to be that down. There is no grabs on downs though either, because they've removed it for some reason. Again, you know. We are going to try and go for somebody else here. Domes work differently as well. The way domes work in this version is... We're going to get out here because I'm throwing. Everybody has a dome. Trappers lost their identity completely in this version. Everybody has access to the dome. The dome expires when either enough hunters have been downed or the monster takes enough damage, and then it'll deactivate. So that works. We're going to just grab a little bit more armour here. We're going to go for one more before we get the stage up. We do have a strike on Abe at the moment, but that's it. Just add these into the meter. That is going to give us stage 2. Actually, we will go straight to stage 2, thinking about it, just to be careful. Because I did not like the pace at which I lost HP there, just towards the end of that fight, because it was quite quickly. Don't really care about that, that's fine. We'll do Deep Freeze, Monolith, and Killing Frost, because Ice Spear does what it needs to, basically, at tier 1. Still pins people. You'll also notice fucking this shit. It pisses me off, it just does me fucking head in. So if you know, I know I'm being quite negative here, but this is the only version I can play Glacial Behemoth in, it's the only version he's in, but if you've seen my Legacy videos, right, have I ever, in any fucking video, ever not noticed a buff creature that's in front of me, you know? Ever. You know? The answer is very obviously no, I haven't, you know? I don't need beams, I don't need voices, I don't need a fucking game show all over the game, you know? That's one of my main gripes with this version of the game. Like, it was just so fucking needless. Because you can see that shit from across the map as well, look. Fucking hell. Anyway, come on. I need to find them again. Where've they gone? Be over here somewhere, probably. Although they shouldn't be that far behind. Fucking hell, they've given up. They've gone home. They've abandoned all hope. No, seriously, no. Come on. Sure, just... okay. You know, fine. We'll stick a monolith up there, and then we'll try and pin some of them to the wall. There it is. That's what you basically need to do as this version of Behemoth. Just stack DOT on everybody. You do get passive hits by firing these projectiles when we get hit as well. We really need to get Abe down here. Or do we? No, we don't. Where's Emmett? There. Being stun-locked by rockets from this as well. I will also say that this monster is actually very weak as well. It is just like a fucking nightmare a lot of the time. We're against a very high sustained team as well, and for some reason Abe's stasis is working a lot better than it normally does, or that I remember it doing anyway. I'm getting locked down pretty fucking hard here. I don't remember it being that strong. We're probably looking at going straight to stage 3, I think, in this. Which is quite a long way away. We do need to eat more in this version. We are going to be looking at getting in there actually now, because we've got 45 seconds left on our dome. Problem is I can't pull people to me with this version. This stasis is really fucking painful. Try and pin it to the wall. We do get that. We're gonna get out. It feels like it's been changed since the last time I played. I legit do not remember stasis being this fucking strong against this monster though. That's fine, don't really care about that. We are going to try and push it towards stage 3 here. We're probably going to go straight for it, to be honest. I'm just a bit concerned because they're going to have a dome soon, so... Probably just going to take the HP and go from there. We'll take move speed. We'll have enough distance. We've been travelling quite a bit. We'll grab maximum lift and we'll grab max deep freeze just for passive damage. It is something we need. The fuck did what did his arms just do? That was weird. I swear, dude, there's so much weird shit that happens with this game. Just changes periodically every now and then for no reason. I'm legacy feeding here, that's fine. I don't need to eat in this version either. That's part of what I was going on about at the beginning when I said, you know, you need to dangle sparkly things in front of people. Because the feeding phase was something that was boring as well. I'm legit gonna fucking get you down because this stasis is really painful. Excuse me. There we go. Go for Emmett there. We are downed at the moment. Pin him to the don't think we win this, it's gotta be said. I have got it on Favours Hunters at the moment with a monster that's very bad, so yeah, I don't think we do this though. I can try and see if the sloth buff spawned. Probably the best chance we're going to have. Yeah, it has. Right, okay. This dickhead's gonna think he's a one-man army, which is very good for me. Need to get him in there, ideally. Good shit, that might give us a leg up. I need to get over there for that, because that will actually revive him. Wherever it may be. Over there somewhere. Can go for Emmett here as well. Problem is I do need to get this beacon before. Very slow travelling as well. Revived him. I think the files have mixed again as well, because they did remove this rocket thing from Emmett, which was a positive change to be honest, because it locks a lot of ground-based monsters out of playing the game. It's really obnoxious. That's fine. About the range relax, I didn't max it. I don't know why stasis is really fucking strong, dude. It's legit just pinning me to the floor. I'm just gonna get out of there. We're whittling them down now, as I say. They've gone back to the dropship because they're gonna get the respawn. What I kind of need to do here is go for Markov and get a bit of a damage lead. Just before they actually drop and hit the ground. Don't know where he's gone though. There somewhere. Okay. Still don't have a dome, which is good for us. I'm going to try and bounce him back this way. Might work. Get rid of that. That didn't kill that. Fucking hell. That's fine. Yep. Shit, just slightly outside of it.
Hunter returned to the dropship. Reinforcements inbound. Dome ready.
Fucking dome as well.
Relay shield activated.
Do actually get him.
Hunter down.
Which means we can eat this because he won't burn me out. We're living off this Markov bot throwing at the moment. They do have a dome. It's going to be a good spear. It's going to get him out.
Hunter returned to the dropship. Hunter returned to the dropship.
29 seconds, we might be able to do this. Pin up the floor. That should be it. 10 seconds. There it is.
Monster win.
There is Glacial Bob anyway. Was never one of the strongest monsters. I had to concentrate on that one because we don't have a fucking end lobby screen either. I don't know, something's been changed there because that stasis was fucking horrendous, dude. I don't remember it being that bad last time I played this. Like I was literally glued to the floor whenever he was using it. And I was getting bounced around from Sonny's rocket launcher and Emmett's rockets as well at the same time, so I was getting locked down quite a lot. But yeah, as I say, that's Glacial Bob. Basically, you put monoliths down, pin them to it, or try and pin them somewhere near it with the ice spear, and then hit them with a DOT snowball, that kind of thing, and then launch projectiles at them with your basic attacks, that kind of thing. But yeah, there it is. Stage 2 game as well. As I say, it's a bit different from Legacy. There's no atmosphere. It's not dark, gritty, you know, all that kind of thing. Everything that made the first game great. It's oversimplified shite, dare I say. But there, you know, there was a phase I went through where I did actually enjoy, you know, the Stage 2 version of it. But it's when you go back to Legacy, or you come from Legacy, you kind of see how much of a literal downgrade it is from the actual original game. But it was because they tried to appease all the fucking complainers, people that shouldn't have been playing the game in the first place, you know. But I mean, you've got to do that anyway in that instance because, you know, you need to keep people coming in, you need to keep people buying the game and all that kind of stuff and playing it, but they just didn't do it right, as far as I'm concerned. I don't think the darkness of it and the stuff like that in the original maps was anything to do with being a problem. Because it was the darkness of the maps in the first game, the first version of the game wasn't oppressive. It wasn't, you know, I not for 1 minute prior to the shutdown was I playing on them maps back in the days alive and thinking, fucking hell, I can't see anything. You know, I never saw that, never, ever. But every map in this game is fucking bright, literally every one of them. There's barely any foliage anymore either to remove monster stealth because, you know, that was boring to play against, you know, strategy and depth. I know there are situations, you know, obviously, yeah, it was used for trolling and all that kind of stuff, but few and far between, you know. But it is what it is, as I say. That was the version we went to when we went free to play. And, you know, in a certain world, it would have been good. You know, it would have actually been good, this version of the game. I've always said if they were to revive this game that they should just go back to the Legacy version and basically use this platform that they've got here, as in the free-to-play kind of stuff, and the way they were doing the store and all that kind of shit, just put that into Legacy. Just take that out of this, put it onto Legacy, and that's literally it. Go from there. You don't need all this bright shit. We don't need announcers. We don't need fucking beams over wildlife and all that kind of thing. We don't need wildlife being trimmed down either. We don't need brightness of maps. We don't need every fucking tree removing from maps themselves, you know, so they look even less of a jungle than what they were, you know. Because this is an alien planet that's more than, you know, 90% untouched by human or civilized life, so it's going to be fucking overgrown, you know. But it's, yeah, it was just fucking stupid, dude, what they did with this at the end. There you go. As I say, it's a stage 2 video. People said they wanted to see Glacial Behemoth, and I have been meaning to do a video on him for a while anyway, because he's still one of the family, you know, even though he's a bit tedious to play because he's a bit weird and also weak at the same time. But yeah, there you go. Hope you've enjoyed, as always. I will hopefully see you for the next one. Bye.